All right, here we go. So we are backstage in LA at the So You Think You Can Dance tour.
Finally.
The city where everything began for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a feeling of homecomingness?
I do. I feel like I've come back home a little bit because like we've been out here for so long. I'm like, have I moved to LA yet, or has it not just happened?
Yeah, actually, I was talking to some of the girls when we got off the bus. I looked at Kayla and I was like, why do I feel like I'm home? My home is in Miami, but I felt like home when we got off the bus. We lived here for so long.
It's been a long journey.
Yeah.
How's the journey been, like the tour? How's it been?
The tour has been ups and downs for sure. I think the beginning, it's so amazing to be on the tour. You're so excited to see all the fans and everything. Then when you hit the 23rd mark,
Yeah.
your body starts to get a little tired and it starts to break down, and then you get sick and then almost die.
Yeah.
Almost die?
Yeah, Janette almost died.
I got bronchitis and a fever, and there was 2 shows that I couldn't do because I was so sick. They quarantined me because apparently I was infectious to everybody else.
Did they think you had swine flu or something?
No, they just didn't want the bronchitis to spread.
Yeah. They're like, you stay on the bus.
They're like, you stay away from everyone. You're not dancing tonight, clearly, so just stay over there. So I was depressed watching Jim Carrey movies on the bus all day.
Well, dancing's hard on the body. It's not like a concert tour at all. It's like, I mean, it's a little harder to fake your way through it, I guess.
Yeah, because people know. I think it's hard also because being on the show, people can go back to those performances that they've seen on the show, and you have to be able to live up to that in live concert.
Exactly.
So that puts a lot of stress on the body because you have to constantly do. It's like our disco routine. Every single night we have to do it fast and furious. And if we don't make the lift where she grabs the legs, then we have a problem.
We have a problem. Yeah.
That was Doriana Sanchez, right?
Yes.
She's a sadist. She's great, but she makes the people work hard.
You have no idea.
She said, you can't bench press her over your head?
And he's like,
get it.
at the end, after flipping and having done like 3 lifts already, he has to bench press me up into the air. So
That is a workout.
That's my workout.
And when we found out we were doing it on tour, we're like, the disco? Really? 40 times?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But it is a favorite. Like, they really like it. So.
That actually is a good point. Like how, when you did these dances originally, you just hit it and quit it, so to speak. I mean, you did it once, you did it hard, you got your critiques, and then you moved on to your next challenge. Now you have to keep attacking these dances 40 times and keep it.
Oh my
You have to keep it fresh every time.
How do you do that?
I re-inspire myself, at least me. I watch what I did on the show every so often, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of what it was supposed to look like. Let's try and do it again, you know? Like, it's hard. It's hard. And it becomes muscle memory, too. So sometimes you start doing things that you don't even realize you're doing. So, like lip-syncing. Yeah, like lip-syncing. That's mine and Brandon's biggest issue.
Yeah.
We always get in trouble for that because we, like, sing our way through our duets.
That's hysterical.
But
Do it. It's like, I get through it by lip syncing.
me too. I'm like, lip-syncing makes me feel better. I'm like, I get into it.
When you're doing dances that you did on the show, is there anything you do differently to adapt them? Like, what am I trying to say? When you did them on the show, you were either playing to like TV cameras, or you know, the audience is very small, the sound stage is small. You got to do something different to make it translate to 10,000 people in an arena.
I think that it comes down to energy and stamina, because we can't change the routine because that's how the choreographer's vision was.
Right.
So you have to learn how to wait to keep the routine as it was and exploded to 17,000. Because the people in the back who paid like $40 from the top MC has to see the show as well as the person who's right in front and rotating.
Actually, that brings up an issue we had actually. Brandon and I, one of our favorite dances is the tango. And we did it in the very first city to see what happened, and we had to take the tango out of the show because the tango is such an intimate piece. We were like literally this close to each other dancing the whole time. So we had to, the producer had to take it out because he's like, you know, it's a beautiful piece and we loved dancing it. It was one of our favorite duets we did on the show. But because of the person sitting all the way in the back and in the back of the arena, the energy is just so tight and small between the two of us. It just didn't work for an arena show.
So it's just like a couple ants hanging out real close together.
Yeah, and a lot of people have told us, where's the tango? Why don't you guys do the tango? I'm like, you won't enjoy it because you're going to sit in the back and like,
You're going to be like,
see
I can't didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So I was at the taping last night over at CBS, and I saw that you guys attended.
Yeah, we were there.
How did it feel to already be on the other side of things and be in the audience watching these new kids, dancing for their lives and being critiqued?
It was weird because like the stage is totally different now, and we walked in and it was like a whole. It didn't feel like we were coming back to our show. It felt like it was a totally different show. We were like, oh my god, the stage is totally different. Like where the audience sits is different. Where the judges sit is like, it's just different. So we walked in and we were like, oh man, it just felt weird a little bit. But then like once we saw them dancing and the judging happening, we were like, oh, I've been there before. Oh my gosh, like I feel you. Like I know what you're going through.
It must feel kind of good to just kick back then.
A little bit. And we sit and watch it on the tour bus. We watch season 6. We've been watching all the episodes. So we sit back and there are times that like we agree with the judges and times that we don't agree with the judges. So we have our own judging session in the buses.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to know what your scores or your critiques would be.
Wouldn't everyone, right?
That's a whole other show.
I was like, all right.
So you think you can really dance or something?
Yeah.
Right?
That's what it gets into. Like, I was on the show last year. Can you do what I do?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, on that note, I have to let you go so you can do what you do and get ready for your big show tonight, which I will be in the audience for.
Can't wait.
So
take
care of yourselves and the aches and pains and have a good show.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks.